AP modules. So there are various transactions in this module, such as purchase request, purchase quotation, purchase order, goods received, purchase order, goods return request, goods return, AP down payment, AP invoice, AP credit memo. These are the different transactions of purchasing module. There are specific tables which store each transactions. For example, purchase request, OPRQ and PRQ1. These two main table holds the purchase request transaction. So OPRQ is a header table and PRQ1 is a child table. Similarly, purchase quotation, OPQT, PQT1. OPQT is a header and PQT1 is child table. So in each transaction there is header table and multiple child table. In case of purchase order, OPOR is a header table and POR1 is a child table. Now we can see the relationship between the tables. For purchase request, the header table and child table is linked with a common field called doc entry, which acts as a primary key in header table and foreign key in the child table. Similarly, for all the transactions, the header and the child table is linked with a common field called doc entry. Now each transaction linked to the other transaction with a common field called base entry, baseline, base tag. For example, purchase quotation and purchase request. If a purchase quotation is created from the purchase request, then in the purchase quotation table, the base entry equal to the doc entry of the purchase request. So PQT1 dot base entry will be equal to the PRQ1 doc entry. So the doc entry of PRQ1 table will be the base entry for PQT1 table. So the quotation, purchase quotation and purchase request are linked. So for the purchase quotation, the base document is purchase request. So the base entry, baseline, base type will be the doc entry, doc line, doc num and doc type of the purchase request. Similarly, if I take example of purchase order, for purchase order, the base document could be purchase quotation or purchase request. Similarly, for purchase quotation, purchase order can be a target document. So purchase request is a base document and purchase order will be a target document. So purchase quotation can be linked to a purchase order by target entry field. So purchase quotation, target entry, target line, target type will be equal to the purchase order, doc entry, line num and doc type. So for purchase quotation, purchase request will be the base document and purchase order will be a target document. So you can refer the similar concept in SAP Business One for all the documents, whether it is purchase order, goods received, goods returned. So each document will have a base document, and if there is any further documents created for that, so then there will be a target document for that. So each document in the SAP Business One is linked with a base and the target entry field. So let us see an example in SAP Business One how the documents are interlinked. So you will able to understand internally how these are linked. These are the various modules in SAP Business One. Under each module there are various transactions. Under sales AR, sales quotation, sales order, delivery, returns, invoices and so on. Under purchasing AP, purchase request, quotation, order, goods received PO and so on. We will see the relationship between the two documents, and within the document how the transactions are getting stored in the in table. So if I take the example of purchasing AP module, purchase request. So in the purchase request there are header information like document number, posting address, valid date, document date. These are the header information, and then the line information. So let us create a purchase request, and then we'll see how the documents are interlinked. So I selected item in purchase request. I'll try to create a request, add new. Purchase request got created. I'll go back to see the purchase request. So from purchase request I will create a purchase order. Instead of purchase quotation, I will create a purchase order just to see the link between the purchase request and purchase quotation. So I copy to purchase order and select a supplier. I'll click on the add button to create a purchase order. So I've created a purchase order based on the purchase request. So I'll just open the purchase order. So this is my purchase order. If I right click, I can go back to my base document, which is purchase request. So purchase request open here. If I click on the target document, so I can go to the target document. So purchase request and purchase order are interlinked. So if I create one more document, copy to goods receipt from the purchase order. So I'll just go and add the goods receipt. The goods receipt is added. Now I'll go and check the relationship map. So I can see I have created a purchase request, and based on the purchase request I created the purchase order, and then I created the goods receipt. So for the purchase order, my base document is purchase request and my target document is goods receipt PO. So these three documents are interlinked with the base entry and target entry field. So I will open a query manager and go to the table of POR, purchase order table, POR1. I will select the document number as a 722. So document number, take the document entry, and I will select the target entry, then I will select the base entry where document number equals to 722. If I execute it, so I get the document number 722, which is my purchase order document number. Then 726 is my doc entry number, target document number is 732, and base document internal ID is 7. So if I go to the 738 is the target document, which is my GRPO. So if I open the GRPO, or if I just go and query the GRPO, for the GRPO I have to take the table name. Table name I can see, I can go to system information. If I mouse over that document number, so table name I can show in the, I can see in the taskbar OPDN, and for the child it is PDN1. PDN, document number, doc entry, where document number equals to 138. What was the 736? Sorry, 736. So for the 736 I have to see the base. I can see the base entry here. The base entry, baseline, base type, execute 738, and the base is 726. So 726 is my base entry, which should be the doc entry for the purchase order. So OPOR where document number equals to 722, and I will take the doc entry also. So doc entry is 726, which is the base entry of my GRPO table. So this is how the each table is linked. Different documents are linked internally. So each transaction in the SAP Business One is linked with the doc entry, base entry, target entry field, which is very important to understand in order to query the different table in SAP Business One. Thank you.